Welcome to the third match of night 3 of the Men's Great American Bash. My man, where were you Tuesday night? Can we talk about this? So he was supposed to be in a mixed tag match with Lizzie Rain against the Cohen. He doesn't show up. There was no follow-up. Instead, EK Prosper takes the spot. They end up winning the match, but where the hell was Shawn Spears? Where the hell was he? I don't know. I literally don't know. But look, at the end of the day, though, I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad he didn't get into a car accident or get struck by lightning. Okay, but hey, I'm glad he's all right. But this man did suffer a loss to Chad Gable, picked up a win over The Miz, so he got 3 points, hoping to get to 6 to put himself into a 4-way tie with Tommaso, and Rey Mysterio. He's got to go through the United States champion. The man who may not be the United States champion by tomorrow. Which, by the way, which we need to have a conversation about that. By the way, what happens? What happens if Carmelo Hayes beats Baron Corbin tomorrow night?
I'll talk to the higher ups about it, and I'll get it to you at least by the main event of this Central League. Okay? I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out.
Does Melo take Baron's spot in the tournament?
I don't know.
I think that, I mean, if you can do that for the Continental Classic by replacing Juice Robinson with Commander, and
the difference is that Juice Robinson was a Continental Champion. Not to overshadow Baron Corbin here, but we have to talk about this because this is important. Now, let's see here. I mean, it was in the middle of the Women's Intercontinental Classic last year. Oh no, it wasn't. Becky Lynch won the title back right before the Women's IC Classic started. Man, I don't know.
It's going to be super interesting.
Yeah.
To see where that goes. But I think what will be interesting to hear is I think it would be like a Continental Classic situation, like with the Juice Robinson stuff, Darby Allin, where he gets replaced, they take the points, all that stuff.
Yeah, and like what Jack Perry did.
Yeah. That's because there's no way Baron somehow makes it out of Boston the U.S. champ, right?
How about Boston?
Does he make it out of Boston the U.S. champ?
We're gonna have to see, but Baron's gonna have to worry about Shawn Spears tonight. Before Carmelo Hayes.
And also, remember, we are pre-taping Night 4 as well. So, we're pre-taping Night 4 as well. I want to keep that in mind. So, and it's going to get posted on Saturday, which is going to be the day after the match between Baron and Melo. So, if Baron is not the United States champion by Saturday for Night 4, then there's going to be some inaccuracies. I will admit that. All right. So I apologize for the people if there are inaccuracies when it comes to that. So there's that. Because right now, Shawn Spears and Baron just are immediately going after one another, which is like, okay, wow. Nice to see you guys again. These two do have somewhat history when it comes to the U.S. title, too. So I'd like to point that out.
That's probably why they targeted each other immediately.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, I am actively talking to the higher-ups right now. We are trying to figure out a decision or a backup plan as for if Baron Corbin does lose the United States Championship to Carmelo Hayes mid-tournament. We've never had a situation like this before, so it's going to be very, very interesting. And it's back to our main commentator.
But I mean, Baron Corbin's that U.S. title run is going to last like 2 weeks, which sucks for Baron. But at the same time, you booked yourselves into a situation where, okay, Melo's going to get a U.S. title match in Boston, by the way.
Which, by the way, again, not to cut in during the time here. I'm not supposed to be here because I'm listening to my higher ups right now. But we also
counts at 6. Counts at 6.
We also have to say that if JC Jane wins the Women's U.S. title, she will be replacing Tiffany Stratton in the Women's Great American Bash.
Counts at 8!
Oh my
God, a shot! Oh, I was gonna say, dude!
Back to your job.
Which, by the way, it would have been at the 5:15 mark, which would be very interesting.
2-minute mark in the actual match.
Which would be crazy. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do want to mention JC Jane could potentially replace Tiffany Stratton in the women's Great American Bash coming up in September. As count at 2. Jeez Louise. Remember, Tiffany Stratton is in the what league is she in? I forgot what league. Oh, she's in the Eastern League, which would mean if she were to beat. Oh my God! If she beats.
Oh, deep six!
Oh my God! Deep six! Deep six! Oh, and a kick out of 2. How crazy would this be? Tiffany Stratton's first opponent in the Women's Great American Bash, as it's slated. As it looks like Barrett's gonna cheat. Barrett's gonna cheat. Kick out at 1. Tiffany's first opponent in the end of days. End of days. I'm not even gonna get to the point. Maybe after the match. I don't know. Counts at 2. Oh, kick out by Shawn Spears. Okay, all right. I'm gonna try and get to it. Right. Okay, so Tiffany Stratton's first opponent slated on September 1st in the Women's Great American Bash is Fallon Henley. If JC beats Tiffy and replaces Tiffany Stratton, her first opponent's going to be her Fatal Influence stablemate, which would be really interesting.
Interestingly enough, as well, as if JC Jane makes it in, and she makes it to the semifinals, Jasmine Nix.
Jasmine Nix is on the other side as well. So if we
also makes it to the semifinals.
We may have 3 Fatal Influence members in this situation here. And also, it just makes the Women's Great American Bash very, very interesting, especially on the Eastern side. As Shawn Spears, oh my God! Right to the freaking
Ushigarashi.
Jeez Louise! And I think we might be getting a C4 right here. Time to, oh, never mind, hold on. The former Bishop Dyer with the elbows to the face. Oh, here comes another end of days! The apocalypse has begun, but now he's going for another one? What? What the hell?
Putting a stamp on it.
Oh my God! Yeah, call it. Curtains. Yep. That was dominance at its finest. Ouch! Damn! Shawn Spears, I don't think ever recovered the moment Baron Corbin got back in the ring. Hell, after that deep 6, I don't think he ever recovered. Baron Corbin's at 6 points, which means he is still pretty much alive. He's on a 2-match winning streak, guys, and he is the United States champion. He better hope and pray to God he doesn't lose that title tomorrow night. He loses the title tomorrow night. I'm sorry, but Bella might be taking that spot. And also, I want to point something out with the whole JC Jane situation, too, because, dude, how that would just freaking blow my mind if that were to happen.
I mean, it just happened with Trick and Baron.
It happened with Trick and Baron, and now Baron might get replaced midway through because of the mellow stuff. So
I got him tucked to the arms right now.
Let's just
we'll get an answer to you by the Central League main event.
Speaking of Central League main event, what's the Central League main event? It's 2 of the top guys in the Central League, currently at 6 points, yet to lose. Tama Tonga, who's going to be competing for the tag titles tomorrow night alongside Watala against Priesty Truth and the War Raiders against Tommaso Ciampa. Let's head to the Central League main event.